360.tv.
Injure somebody, sabotage them, and then make them. Huh? No, why are you hoping that we're injured? What is this?
No, I'm trying to find a commentator.
I said you have to hack somebody, sabotage them.
Could you read?
Come on, Lynn! Nice, Lynn. Great stuff. Drop. Skinny, keep dropping. Not in yet. Good for Lorna, close. Hey, stuff, Lynn. On a turn, you guys need to find your people on man defense, yeah? Hey, we recognize zone, we should be 4 across. We should be 4 across for zone. Left, Lynn. Hey, yeah, Africa, it's zone. We shouldn't be in a vert stack, yeah? Hey, find your man. Good, Anna. Hey, guys, if you recognize zone defense, problem is coming now. We can't be in the vert stack. Go on, fourth round, nice start. Yeah. Oh, it's a chance. Oh, yeah, that was the best one you had. I think good to pick it from now. I'm still an idea of the word. How for fun? And then you've got like Lena Martin or like nice, great ball in! Nice, Sonia! Left on left! Watch it!
So I hope you don't mind.
Stay on there, Lynn! Left! Nice, Lynn! Pick up! Nice hit! What's wrong? Left.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Finally, I'll keep it. Yeah, so there's that. I was just going to come on from this point. Okay, so what's the score? 1-1? 1-1.
All right, and you join us here today at 1-1 for fourth prime, South African team versus the All Africa team.
Yes, it's a great weather for a Sunday, not too cold like it was yesterday.
Yeah, nice gentle breeze to mix things up a little bit.
Okay, it seems like fourth prime is getting ready to head back on the field. All Africa is setting up.
Yeah, I was going to say fourth prime's a new team, but I think All Africa's even newer, a couple of weeks old. So both teams fairly new to the game. Fourth prime with a little bit more experience, just a year or two. This is their one of their first bigger events.
Hopefully they're not taking too long to pull. Might be some spirit points that get deducted.
Yeah, I don't know what the delay seems to be. Everyone's on the line. I think they're just working out their marks for now.
Seems like we're all in a Sunday mood.
Yeah, after 2 days already. I'm definitely in my Sunday mood.
Yeah, luckily tomorrow is a public holiday, so a lot of South Africans get to pull through. It seems like they're setting up. Finally,
Here
great.
we go. And disc is in.
Come on, Africa!
Fourth prime is setting up.
Great, this is fourth prime's O-line on at the moment, so hopefully they can push through. And it's up. Off to Ryan Long, he's got a contender. Oh!
Ryan Long did not live up to his
Yeah.
name.
That's a very unusual sight from Ryan Long.
Seems like All Africa saw the back of his shirt and said, not today.
Yeah, and they can definitely match him for pace. Let's see if All Africa can push through and get one up on them now. Looks like All Africa's having a breather with a slow walk.
Yeah, we're all a bit tired after 2 days. I think they also got some injured players, but they're pushing through.
Here we go, and disc is in. Looks like they're looking for a short pass. Marking's hard.
Oh, good cut there from Precious.
Looking for options. Oh, and
good D.
that's a good D from Adam, our the American import. Looks like a foul's been called.
Yeah, good spirit on both sides. Seems to be handling well.
Look for that reset. Look for that reset.
All Africa was really trying to cut and get some space there, but the fourth prime did not allow them to get an inch.
Like there's a bit of debate on this call. Hopefully it'll be resolved. Still trying to figure out what the call was on. I think there's a little bit of inexperience, maybe a bit on both teams, making the calls a bit longer, a bit harder.
It's always worth it when you get to
Yeah.
learn from each other. Hopefully they're taking the opportunity to do so.
No, definitely, yeah. I know a lot of the fourth prime players, it's their first tournament, so it's a good learning experience for them. Oh, unlucky pass there, but short. I think the wind's playing a bit of a role there.
Good first tournament to have, though.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's not often you get to such a big tournament on your first one, so it's great for fourth prime. And it's nice that the
Ooh,
All
nice
Africa guys
cut.
could put a good team together. Oh, almost a good D, almost a good save.
That's why we always say catch your Ds. Seems like both teams really want this today. Both
Yeah.
seem very hungry. Nice safe hands there.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Oh, that was
Ooh,
unlucky. That was an unlucky pass. It's up.
Almost
Oh,
a
and
redemption.
Safe hands by Adam. Good catch by Maki there in the end zone. Fourth prime definitely had to work for that point. All Africa's giving them a hard time, especially because the All Africa guys have got such a small team, and fourth prime's got a massive team. They're definitely going to have a few legs on them today. Looks like fourth prime's putting the D-line on. And that's led by Linda Kramer, the resident doctor on the team.
So we know who to call.
You know who to call. Also the fines master, which is maybe why not everyone's playing so well this morning.
It's always the doctors and the medical students who drink the most.
Yeah. Fourth prime sorting out their strategy before the pull.
Travis is giving his team a talk. We all know how much Travis loves to talk.
And the disc is in. It's a good pull by Len. Good into wind. And Scar's on him.
Yeah, fourth prime seems ready for the defense.
That was a good break through their zone.
Ooh,
Oh, that
unlucky.
was very unlucky. All Africa definitely finding the gaps in fourth prime's defense.
Ooh!
But
Seems like that was an accidental foul.
Bit of contact there. Everyone's up. Everyone's smiling.
Seems like we'll have to rein Travis a bit in this time.
Lynn's waiting for someone to get open. There we go.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, and an unlucky drop there by Steve in the end zone.
Travis is taking advantage.
Let's see if they can capitalize on fourth prime's mistakes. And it's up.
Beautiful up throw.
Dale's watching. Dale's in. Oh, good box out. He's got options. See if they can work it up nicely now.
Come on, All Africa. Beautiful cut. Unlucky throw.
Just not finding her mark. So All Africa's at least not rushing everything. They're working it up nicely.
Got patience. Unlucky throw.
Oh, and a good pass there to Scar. Fourth prime putting the O-line back on. And I know fourth prime's been having a big contest between their D and their O-lines this weekend, seeing who can do the better, who can D better, who can do offensive better. So it's been a good bit of inter-club competition between them this weekend.
I'm pretty sure that will go to head when it's time for your fines.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys got such young players. What do you do for them when it's fine evening?
Nothing.
So they get excluded.
They get to run laps.
I once had a bite of chili.
Ooh,
That was a fun experience. Actually, I had to do it twice.
that's not a bad idea. You're giving us ideas for tonight.
Oh, you guys doing fines tonight?
They do fines every night, just for the day.
They-
Okay, D-line's back on and disc is in. Didn't seem like anyone was too keen to try and have a go at that one. Yeah.
Be disastrous to drop a pull.
So
Oh, nice cut.
All Africa playing it nice. Short passes, safe in the wind. It was a bit more of a risky one.
Nice
Yeah,
grab.
finding its mark, yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful play and a beautiful work up from All Africa. Travis there for the catch.
Definitely finding the gaps there. Exploiting fourth prime's closest zone in the... And on comes Ryan McPhee's side. Bit ironic that the photo taken at the opening ceremony, all you can see is Ryan McPhee standing in the front. One of the stalwarts of South African ultimate frisbee.
Seems like All Africa don't have too many subs, but they seem to be pushing through.
Oh no, it's definitely not making it easy for fourth prime. That's a good pull in.
Bianca dodged it there, did not want to get involved.
Nope. Leave it to the safe hands of Ryan. Looking for the pop-up. There we go.
Beautiful throw. Saw the space.
Adam to Ryan. And well put, let's see.
Ooh,
Oh, and
beautiful
what a
grab.
layout there by Mikey. Ryan just not putting it quite right. Mikey having to make a big dive for it.
Bianca's been playing well. It's just for such a young player. Every time we play her, she gets better and better.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think mainly being based with the donkeys helps a lot. You know, getting all the donkeys' experience put on her. Yeah.
Well, Africa's working well for a throw-together team.
Yeah, I must say it's really impressive. Like, you know, especially when you're not used to the players you're with, it can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. And you know, they're putting on quite a good show here. They're keeping their composure, working well together. It's really good to see.
No, definitely.
Fourth prime's ready, and Len's got the disc in.
Ooh, just a bit too much. Hopefully it doesn't hit a car. Ooh, flew over one over there. That's all right. We won't tell.
Yeah, no, definitely fine for that later.
I'm pretty sure you'll make sure for it. All Africa setting up, saving their legs.
Okay, let's see if all Africa can work it up nicely like they have been. That's it, they're finding the gaps.
Ooh, nice gap. Let's see. And Travis goes for the long. Let's see what happens.
Oh, very well put. Great play there by all Africa.
They seem to be understanding Fourth Prime's cup really quickly.
Yeah, no, they're definitely finding those gaps, working it over the top of them.
Guess it goes to show.
Yeah.
Sport is universal, doesn't matter what country you come from.
Yeah.
All united for the love of the game.
Do you know how many teams are in the All United side? Or how many different countries are there?
Have to do a count. I don't think I want it recorded. I'll tell you afterwards what my guess is.
Definitely a nice mix. Awesome that you can put a team together like that just before.
You know, it's great. It's people from different teams. I don't think anyone there have actually played on the same team together.
Oh, that's great. And it's really nice to see them playing so well.
Oh, hopefully we don't get a dog on the field. Poor doggo won't know what hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. They're calling him off. Both teams sitting up. Both teams look ready. Great, and disc is in. Fourth prime looking to scramble a little bit. There we go. Slowly getting the composure back together.
Ooh, that was unlucky.
Unusual bad pass by McPhee into the ground. And
Nice.
All United capitalizing on it. Oh, just a bit out. I think the wind pulled that one away. It was unlucky.
Let's see if they can turn it back and try again.
Fourth prime looking for players. Seem to be struggling a little bit.
All Africa is making a tight D, but Bianca was poached there.
Oh, good recovery there by fourth prime. For Maki for another score.
Ryan McPhee was definitely an important part of that point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I happened to be part of fourth prime in the early days, and it was kind of Ryan McPhee, Ryan Long, and Len who kind of set the club up, and were really critical, like the cement and the building blocks to getting the club going. But slowly, like everyone's catching up pace, and it's growing and growing more and more.
That's fantastic. It's never good when a team is centered around individuals, because when they leave, a team falls apart.
Yeah, no, in the early days, fourth prime, sometimes the practice was like 4 or 5 people, and it was just throwing a disc between each other. Now they can sometimes run 2 games of 7 at a time at a practice. So it's really, really growing, really getting strong, especially for a small little town in South Africa. So.
No, it's fantastic having the offense line and their defense line.
Yeah, no, it's the first tournament they're trying this out, so I think it's working. They practiced really hard at it.
No, they seem to be getting the knack for it. If only this grass is a bit better. It's winter in Johannesburg hitting us. No beautiful layouts this time.
No. The result of that is a nice roasty afterwards. United taking a little bit of time to set up, but looks like they're ready now. Nice hanging ball there by Len.
Well, Africa really has patience, but they act fast when they see the space.
Patience, control, and then they look for the gap. Oh, it's an unlucky drop there.
I do have to ask, are those dreadlocks heavy when you run?
He's been fined a few times for that already, so we estimate that he would almost double his running speed if he took the weight off his head.
Beautiful, nice and patient, waiting for the gap.
Lots of short working passes through there.
Travis running up. I think he's time. He's looking for some redemption. No, but it's wonders what can happen when you're playing on bare bones. Everyone tends to play their best.
Yeah, they seem to really dig it out deep and then push on a bit more, yeah.
Sunday mornings are normally my favorite, when everyone is tired. Because that's when you start playing for each other, not for yourself.
Yeah. See Dale there just putting his hands up. I think he's just telling everyone, just keep it calm, keep it simple, keep it moving, yeah.
There the disc goes.
The wind's definitely not being friendly. Ah, just staying in. Battling to find a way through there, but at least finding the reset.
Fourth Prime seems to be upping their defense, not allowing that passes that's been coming through.
Making risky passes, forcing risky passes.
Of course, the trick with the cup is to move it fast so it can't set up.
Oh, just out of reach there, unlucky. Fourth Prime looking for the quick reset.
Beautiful throw, saw the space.
Oh. a bit of a stretch of a catch there for Sonia in the end zone.
Here the airplanes are relatively close to an airfield. Got some encouragement there from Fourth Prime for All Africa. Seems like it's much needed at this point.
Really great to see the team supporting each other as well, congratulating each other on the points.
That's always the best part of Ultimate.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got injured was the other team who noticed, called injury and carried me off.
A bit of words of encouragement there from Ryan. Every now and then I think the guys just have to be reset, refocused.
Seems like both teams are strategizing,
yeah,
sussing each other out. No, we'll have to see whether this game gets played out for the full 80-90 minutes.
Yeah, it's always good when it does. Means tied for the next game, but at least then you know it was a good game.
Beautiful pull. Fourth prime a bit slow to set up, but now that they're there, they're playing hard.
Yeah, United taking advantage while they can. United really just taking it patiently, looking for the gaps. Oh, and an unlucky drop there. Oh, Adam rushing it a little bit there.
All Africa tried there for the D. Let's see if All Africa can bring it back to their side.
Looking for a player, trying to find the gap there.
Player poached there. Seems like All Africa is not setting up as quick as they can.
Oh.
And a point.
Good hammer to Zanti in the end zone.
Alti.tv
Right, a nice quick half-time there. Had a quick chat with Fourth Prime during their half-time, and they said I need to criticize them more during the commentary, so let's see what we can do.
No, I definitely think some jabbing wouldn't be out of place. Of course, I'm a Joburger, so I think anyone not from Joburg.
Guys taking their time now. Quick half-time, slow to get started. And disc is in, there we go. And
Ooh, it's gonna roll.
unconventional but effective throw there. Tanya starting to play soccer instead of frisbee.
Well, we got to the end zone. I guess that was the goal.
We'll have a bit of a smile there. Ellis has got it, and a good pass there. Putting her heart into it. Oh, well caught.
Ryan McPhee is boxing out his mark.
Well played.
Cool.
Even with that heart, he's battling to find. Oh, there goes Ellis. I'm allowed to give Ellis a bit more bye. She is my wife.
Ooh.
Unlucky drop there.
Seems like there might be an injury.
I don't know if they're playing for time. Where's the doctor?
Yes, you said there was one. Let's see.
He doesn't seem to want to get involved. Maybe he's... Oh, and it's Ryan Long. Ryan Long does suffer from a few injuries at time.
Seems like it might have been a knock on the noggin.
Take a walk it off. There we go. Got a sub on. He's going to hobble that one off. And they've put Marky on, who thinks he's as tall as Ryan Long, but he's not quite there yet. Still got to grow a bit.
How old is he?
28, I think.
Oh, goodness. We'll have to put him in one of those medieval stretching torture machines.
I'm sure there's some manure we can find around here. We'll just stick it in his shoes. Maybe he'll grow a bit more. United working it up nicely there, though.
Oh, beautiful put.
Now he's got to out-jump someone who's tall.
Oh!
And Ryan McPhee making a rookie error, not catching the D. United almost making it back there.
Alex was definitely trying her best. Let's hope United can push through a little bit more, get back some of that fire.
Working it up.
Ooh, good bid.
Ryan McPhee definitely not watching the whole field at the time. Guys are almost getting D'd on his passes.
Nice and patient.
United working it nicely there, yeah. Fourth Prime definitely scrambling a bit, yeah.
Very good chemistry against our American, with our American important Travis.
Oh, and finding the gap. Darren seeming to run into open space there, not finding a mark to get on.
It's always the worst when you run up and forget who you're supposed to be marking. No, United came back strong.
Yeah, Fourth Prime having a bit of a slow walk back, yeah.
Oh, some push-ups? No? Okay. Seems to be stretching out the calves. Travis coming back for more, Patience joining them there. Experienced players, I think that really does help.
Definitely, you find teams where they just have, even if they just have one or two experienced players, it makes quite a lot of difference. They seem to be able to, like the glue that holds it together.
Who's running around the field? Not getting enough time on the field.
Yeah, Zanti putting in a few extra miles there on the side of the field.
Maybe she has one of those Apple Watches. She's complaining. Frisbee isn't enough.
Yeah.
There we go, working up the disc.
Fourth Prime looking. Oh.
Ooh. Bit of a risky bid. Ooh.
Oh. And Kevin coming out of nowhere with those luscious locks of his to make the D.
Let's see what Chavez pulls out for defense.
Ryan taking his time to pick up the disc there. We have to shout at him later to hustle a bit more. He's not getting any younger, that's for sure.
I think Long Donkeys hold the record for the oldest players.
No, definitely, but I think we're pushing a close second there.
Oh,
Oh, that was a risky huck there.
let's
See if Bianca can hold it. Oh, and
and
wild deed there.
Patience was there first.
Bianca maybe needing just to put a little bit more effort in there, attacking the disc a bit more.
It's a good look though. At least Fourth Prime worked it all the way up. Now United have to take it all the way back.
Oh,
Ooh,
that-
unlucky.
That was an unlucky opportunity missed there.
He's gonna pass it through.
Ellis with her trademark big fake at the start.
And let's see, yes!
Oh,
Bianca.
and a second time's a charm there.
Always best when you come back.
Looks like they're sending the D-line on.
They get to play nice in the sun, and we're sitting here freezing.
Yeah, definitely a lot colder in the shade here where we're commentating.
So if you guys start hearing our teeth clatter, you know why. So why don't you have your boots on? You don't play?
I've stopped for a while to focus on other sports, but yeah, I still go and play with Fourth Prime every now and then, just to mainly to cause nonsense. There you go, Lynn's ready with the disc there. Bit of a short pull there. We'll have to.
Curved a bit too much. Ooh, nice.
Oh, what a great
defense.
D there by Scar. Scar's been on form this weekend with his Ds.
Ooh.
Oh, and what a recovery.
Proper
The-
Superman dive right there.
Definitely getting fined for that late tonight. great D and then a score. What a layout.
Best part about fines is that no one wants to be congratulated for anything. No, I played average.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Well,
And
Africa
he-
seems to be losing some steam.
And he's doing that with 2 injured fingers
Oh,
from the
goodness.
first day. Yeah. He's battling to catch. He's done that's why he did a bit of a layout with a one hand there, keeping the other one safe.
No, that must be painful.
Then looking a bit scared of the disc, they're not wanting to pick it up. It looks like they're still scrambling to get their right players on the field.
All Africa making plans.
Dale doing a little dance there. Looks like the spirits at least are still high, especially after that point. And definitely redeeming himself there on that ball.
That was a beautiful one, not too far.
United working it nicely. Oh,
Accidental contact does happen. Beautiful
oh,
flow.
and United
Oh.
just, looks like that was an out call. United definitely working it up there nicely.
Let's see what they say. Yes, it's a turn. Good spirit. Big
Oh,
smiles all around.
Landing on the line there. Yeah. Len looking for the big huck.
See,
a bit short.
he's ready to catch it again. He wants to try again.
Len also needing to grab it more there.
Feeling they're gonna throw it to him again. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Ooh, unlucky hands. No time for funerals though. Fourth Prime working it up fast.
Go with the huck. Megan in place.
Ooh, oh, that looks like a foul.
Foul called.
Let's see what's
I
the
think
call.
they'll have to contest it, otherwise I think it's a score.
Strap called. It's a
Not
goal.
non-contested.
Yeah, that was quite clear cut.
Good spirit there.
Some nice handshakes. Oh, let's see what they pull out of the woodworks now.
Megan hanging onto the disc there, claiming her prize.
Oh,
it's her-
finally handing it over reluctantly.
It's her first tournament as well.
How long has she been playing for?
Since I think about the beginning of the year, or maybe late last year, yeah. But she moves around a bit from place to place, so she's not a consistent. She's consistent when she's with Fourth Prime, and otherwise she's on the road.
It was a good look, good bit there at the back of the end zone for that score. This is definitely a talking game today.
We're trying to get Dale with the disc there to take his hat off to show us his rat tail at the back there.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, beautiful saw. Nice hang time.
That's it, Mike. Stay active, Mike. Stay active, Mike. That's it. Drop off a bit. Drop off, Mike. Mike, drop. Don't get sucked in.
Travis going for the up. Beautiful catch.
Finding his mark.
Let's hope Patience can. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, few grabs at that disc. Not quite making it.
Seems like All Africa needs to get back that patience from the beginning of the game.
Xanthi playing well there from her warming up, running laps around the field while she's off. Oh, just out of Dale's reach.
Lot of excitement. Seems like they.
Lots of shouting and support coming from the sidelines.
Fourth Prime definitely has a strong defense.
And there's not many discs that get over Ryan Long's head. Working it up nicely.
Oh, player poached. Let's see. Travis seems hungry, but I think yes,
Oh,
it's a score.
Adam boxing him out nicely there.
It's a good play because he's smaller than Travis. It's a very beautiful boxing out. All Africa seems to be losing some steam.
Fourth Prime not looking like anyone wants to get on the field at the moment. Trying to decide who's meant to be on, who's meant to be off.
Guess both teams are digging deep now. So how many of the Fourth Prime players are having their first tournament?
Ooh, now you're making me count.
It's okay, I won't make you make any promises on record.
There must be about 5 or 6.
It's a good
I'm
number.
open to correction, yeah. Steve there with his yellow shoes, luckily bringing his shoes today. Yesterday he arrives here and he's like, guys, I left my shoes at the accommodation.
Goodness, did he go back or did he just suffer
No,
through?
he rushed back. I think he arrived about a minute before the start of the next game. So he was default. If you couldn't think of a fine last night, it went to Steve.
No, I used to play barefoot until my first nationals and then they said, no.
Yeah, he definitely don't want someone else's cleats standing on you.
Oh, yeah, that is painful. Come on, All Africa. That's it. Seem to be relying on the safe hands of a few players.
Yeah. Looking for their open players there. Oh, an unlucky drop there. Then picking it up, playing it fast. Andy with a bit of speed there, trying to work it through. Len making a risky pass there. Needing to be a bit more calm and collected. See if United can come back and capitalize on the mistakes. Force Brown not looking. Ah, there we go. Someone's coming to mark him. Oof, bit of a risky pass, well found there. Oof, taking his attention off there just for a second. All right. Player stopped there for injury, not noticed by all the players. And they'll go for the reset. Oh, Ben letting it slip through there. And fourth prime with the score.
So
Working it nicely up the sideline there.
So what did I miss? Anything interesting?
Couple of mistakes, a bit of injuries.
Oh dear.
Both teams seeming to be making a few mistakes on their end.
Guess everyone.
I think the timeout called. I think like fourth prime's calling a timeout.
Seems tactical. Get their heads back.
Yeah. A mind reset.
It's always a difference. Playing 5 games in a day takes a lot out of you. But big match mentality over 4 days. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. You need that calm wisdom of the more experienced players just to reset the younger players' minds.
Guess it's easier to stay tuned in when you're playing a lot of games, but when it's over so many days and not playing all that much, to get your head back in the game when needed, it's always the easiest.
Like everyone just having their few cents worth, and then Ryan McPhee coming in and Ryan Long coming and just calming everyone down.
All Africa seems to be trying to get their steam back.
I still see smiles on their faces. Those spirits obviously still high.
That's the most important part, having fun.
Yeah.
But I guess some of the hardliners will disagree. But as a tournament organizing committee, that's what we want, people having fun, those big smiles. Both teams setting
Looks
up.
like Maki's trying to offer the disc up, not brave enough to take the ball. Eventually just dropping it there. Len commanding his troops there.
All Africa waiting for
Yeah.
fourth prime.
Fourth prime trying to put their players in the right place on the line before the go.
There we go. Nice flow. Let's hope they stick to good decisions.
United still finding the gaps in the fourth prime cup.
Ooh,
Oh.
beautiful defense over there.
Great D there by Len.
Oh, Travis a bit too enthusiastic.
Oh,
Oh, accidental.
lapse in concentration there by Maki.
Basics are important. Oh, player poached there.
United working it up nicely. Keeping calm, keeping it simple. Oh,
Unfortunate.
I think the wind took that one a little bit. I think fourth prime's battling a bit with the wind there. It's not a common thing in Howick where they're from.
That was a good grab. Almost got D'd. And a beautiful pull. Oh, intercepted.
Just didn't have the heart there. Tanya has to grow a bit more to get the extra heart.
Seems like fourth prime's taking a while to set up their defense. All Africa could have taken advantage but didn't. Oh! Nice.
Oh, also
unfortunate
just a
Alex.
lapse in taking her eyes off at the last minute there.
Let's see if Alex can get that back.
Len working it nicely up the line.
Seems like everyone's getting a bit
Making
tired.
Tanya run a bit there. Obviously didn't think she's tired enough.
Yeah, both teams seems to be getting tired. Because it's easy for us to say sitting here.
Yeah. One thing we've noticed definitely is the altitude here. It's not what we're used to.
Is that something people do notice? I always wonder.
No, it's a massive difference. I remember playing last year at Rocktober. You can usually play a good game well, and halfway through you're really panting.
Okay, so lucky with coming from Joburg, you're always going down. It always just gets easier.
Kevin doing a bit of a ballet catch there, but him and Darren on fourth prime were practicing dirty dancing lifts last night, so I think he's well practiced there.
Goodness, I obviously left too soon. Please tell me you got it on video.
It is on video. I don't know how we can show it to everyone else, but yeah, there is evidence of them doing pirouettes and all sorts of things last night.
Well, send it through to me, and I'll make sure it gets on Facebook.
Fourth prime looking a bit confused there. Trying to work out what's going on.
Here's some cheering in the background. Some other teams.
No turnover, no turnover. Tanya, two on your right. 1, 2, one in front, one behind. Let's make this count. Hard cut. Sprint hard. One on your right. Nice, nice. Come on. Yep.
About 10 minutes left in the game.
Oof, United definitely picking up the pace here a little bit. Burst of energy from them.
That's fantastic to see.
That's it. And they
Nice grab. Thumber there in that grab. Player poached. Oh, and a hammer. Oh!
Oh,
Fantastic grab. Fourth Prime really wanted that D. Did I just hear little blonde lady? Guess that's one way to identify the other team.
I don't know what side that was being called on. I think he's a blonde on both sides.
We had a player last year at Wits. He was new, but very dangerous. So he always wore an orange cap. So you always just heard the other team going, guy with the orange cap, guy with the orange cap. Fourth Prime seeming to want to match All Africa's burst of energy.
Yeah. All Africa waiting for Fourth Prime to get ready, I think.
Sometimes a bit too much strategizing can be to your detriment.
Oh, forehand pull.
Seems to be curling a bit too much. Nope, it was just perfect.
Kevin with the put.
Oh, unfortunate. Had 2 marks on him, but he kept his focus. Unfortunate drop there.
One behind you on your left. Easy passes. Right behind you, Kev. Coming on your left, Kev. He's the only one, Kevin. You can watch him. He's the only one. Kick.
Ellis's arms moving there.
Let's see. Ooh, unfortunate.
Andy not quite getting the D, but just the
I think the threat was
impaired
still there.
visualization, yeah.
Oh, safe hands.
That's right, Fuller. Excellent marking. Yeah, that's keep it fast. Keep it fast.
Oh, and another catch by
And safe.
Bianca.
Ryan and Bianca again safely finishing it off.
Fourth Prime seeming to be exhausted for that run. It was good playing on their side. For limited subs, they're playing really well.
Definitely, yeah. I think Fourth Prime's definitely going to be happy with that for the start for the day. I don't think it's going to get any easier for them.
And that seems to be game. I've always been terrible at keeping up with the score, so everyone have to check Facebook for that. Thank you very much for watching.
No problem.
Alti.tv